Hello everyone, Ian here at NAB 2016. We've come over to the DJI booth. We're going to speak to Adam Najberg about the new offerings from DJI. Adam, you've had so many incredible products coming out. It just seems like you guys never sleep because there's always a new, interesting product coming for you. So what are we highlighting at NAB this year?
What we're highlighting at NAB this year is the Matrice 600, the M600, our newest heavy lifter. It's a hexicopter, as the 600 there, 6 rotors, of course. What's special about this is this is coming with an integrated flight controller. In this case, it's the A3. That's the base model that you'll buy. What is most interesting about this is, you always think of these adjectives. What adjective best describes this? I would say precise is what this is all about. With the A3, there's a lot going on under the hood. There's a hood on top there, so you can see there's a lot going on. But it's upgradable to an A3 Pro with 3 GPS modules, and that, of course, is important for directors when they want to shoot the same scene over and over again. It's positionally aware, so you can get very, very close. And if you have to really dig down deep and do VFX, let's say, you have to shoot the same scene in 3 different ways and maybe in 3 different locations, whatever. What you want to do is repeat very precisely. There's a DRTK module that you can upgrade to as well that gets you a centimeter accuracy positioning. The M600 runs on 6 batteries. They come with it. That's part of it along with the A3 controller. Those batteries are intelligent batteries. You can turn all 6 on with just one push of a single button on one battery. They will run in parallel and serial. They're backing each other up and working with each other, so they're kind of draining all at the same sort of pace. And then what happens is something drops out. If you suddenly lose power in one of the batteries, the entire M600 still maintains power in the air. Other thing to talk about is the rotors. So if you lose one motor on this, you'll still have a very good chance of landing this safely. We're thinking always about how can we be safe. And with up to the loss of 3 motors, this will rotate its way down to the ground. It will not fall straight down. Mounted to the bottom, not coincidentally, we just came out with another product, which is the newest and the latest in the Ronin line. The Ronin MX, slightly heavier, about 1 pound heavier than the Ronin M. But again, when you think of adjectives, this one is aware. It's very aware. So it itself, when you have it on the ground, has GPS in it already. So if you're making a move, it knows where it is. It knows how fast you're moving. You can repeat at different speeds. It also very quickly and easily goes straight into the air, mounted underneath the M600, and it ties directly into the A3 flight controller. What does that mean? What that means is you're seeing here, let's say you're holding the controls, you're moving the drone, and you push the throttle forward. The command goes to a speed controller, and that same command is going down to the Ronin, and it's telling it, hey, I'm about to move. So instead of it reacting, it acts, and that makes for smoother footage.
All right, well, we're going to go take a look at a couple other things in the booth. Be right back. So we're going to look at the next, well, we're looking at a couple of things here, because again, you keep bringing out really interesting devices, and we have the Osmo, and we have the X5R. The X5R, of course, is the RAW camera.
Yes, so what you're seeing here is you're seeing the Osmo handle with an adapter, and the X5R camera with its 512 gigabyte SSD drive mounted on top. We're calling this the Osmo RAW. It'll be bundled very shortly, but it exists. Here it is.
And how soon is this delivering?
This will be available shortly, and what this will do essentially is give you the same micro Four Thirds capability that you have. This is the same camera that's on the Inspire 1 RAW drone. You're going to get your 4K resolution for video, 16 megapixel for still images, and 12.8 stops of dynamic range.
Okay, so we can take this same unit, have it as a really interesting device on an Osmo, but we can also fly it.
Absolutely. Down on the ground, what we've done is, the X5R, you're able to focus, right? You can still do that through the app, but we've added the manual DJI focus with a cable on the side. It becomes a two-handed operation to shoot, but if you're a filmmaker, I think you want to have that precision. Some of the things you want to have that manual feel as you're trying to adjust.
Absolutely. Everyone loves the Osmo just as it is, but to add this degree of flexibility and be able to really tailor the shot. This is a great addition to the family.
No, I'm really happy about this. We've got the 3-axis stabilization with the motors. We have the RAW, we have the SSD here. So, you know, it just takes into account a filmmaker's workflow when you're outputting those files. I mean, this is something that you can just take off of the drone, put onto here, continue the shot. You're getting the same camera, you're getting the same colors, everything that you need for cinematography.
Not only that, you know, their DPs that I know they're falling in love with this simply because first it's a low profile product, and they're able to create a language, a style to their shooting that just wasn't possible with other means. You know, it just was too overbearing sometimes for Steadicam or for other devices that steadied an image. So this is really a beautiful and welcomed addition to the Osmo family. So as soon as we see this, what's the time frame for everything we're seeing? Obviously we already have the X5R out, but the full package you're showing us today.
Yeah, I mean, we're working, we're probably looking at a couple of weeks before we see what the full package will be. We're just deciding what to put in the box. You know, what you said before is really true. I think, you know, after a while you kind of get used to what one of our Phantom drone shots look like, or what an Inspire drone shots look like. I'm starting to get a feel now for what an Osmo with the X3 looks like, and I'm really looking forward and hearing from directors about what's so distinctive about the Osmo RAW when you shoot with it.
So some fantastic new tools from DJI. Thank you so much, Adam, for talking to us today. That's it for now. I'll see you again soon.